and you're singing as well.
I've always enjoyed singing. Even back in Dio days, I remember when we were rehearsing for the Holy Diver tour, and I went into rehearsal and I was stage right, where I've always been my entire career, and Ronnie's in the center, and Jimmy Bain, the bass player, was over to the left, and Jimmy had a mic set up, and I said, hey Ronnie, can I get a mic to sing? And Ronnie said, no. He says, guitar players play guitar, singers sing. He says, Richie Blackmore never sang, Tony Iommi never sang, you don't sing. I said, okay. so that was that. And then when I got into Whitesnake, David Coverdale, actually, to his credit, was very different from Ronnie Dio. He was very, very encouraging of my wanting to sing, and actually gave me a lot of tips. And even though we were awful, when I think back, the backing vocals in Whitesnake were so fucking bad, especially compared to Def Leppard's. But I mean, I know they're much better now. And then, you know, in later years I got into Leppard, and Leppard is not only about musicianship, it's about vocals. We sing so much in every song, and that's really, it's really helped me as a singer. Obviously, I'd like to think that I've really helped the band in their vocal sound. And singing is great. It's very cathartic, you know. As well as loving great blues-driven guitar players, I've always been drawn to really earthy, soul kind of singers. I always loved Motown singers and people who sing it like they mean it. I mean, people who, when they sing, you know, they give you goosebumps. I love that shit, you know. Aretha Franklin, could listen to that stuff all day. So I've always been drawn to that. Again, it's the human element of music, you know. I'd much rather listen to that than Human League or Depeche Mode. Sorry, Depressed Toad. Depeche Mode.
And so first transition of being the lead singer.
Well, I don't think of myself as a lead singer. My voice, in all honesty, I am not that good to be a lead singer, and I'm not that comfortable. I never wanted to be the leader of a band either. I've always liked being the guitar player in a band. You know, I go out and do little shows here around LA where I go with a little bar band, and it's fun to do, and it's fun to sing and sing and play guitar, and especially to play fun songs. But there's a certain type of person that's born to be a lead singer and the leader of a band, and Joe Elliott is one of them, you know. Ronnie Dio is another, David Coverdale, and there's a reason why those guys are the singers. They kind of, and I mean this in the nicest way, they're the guy holding the light bulb while the world's rotating around them. You know, you're born to that, and some of them are nicer to deal with than others. But I never aspired to want to do that. I always just wanted to be the guitar player. I was originally drawn to the sound of electric guitar, and I always just thought that the image of a guy holding a guitar was a lot cooler than a guy holding a mic. You know? Girls may disagree, but I always thought that the guitar playing was where it was at.